Today I don't want to show you a book, but I want to show you a game, because to me the game review option of chess.com honestly doesn't work very well. So the game was played with a 1400 rated player from India, which to me was kind of strong.
Opening with the king's pawn controls the center and opens up the light-squared bishop and queen, often leading to sharp games. The French defense prepares for d5, but blocks in the light-squared bishop in exchange for a strong center and counter-attacking chances. d4 grabs full control of the center and opens up the dark-squared bishop. d5 is a counterattack in the center that threatens the e4 pawn. e5 closes the center and attacks the important d6 and f6 squares. A very strong play.
Okay, I don't know why this is a very strong play. Generally you play this, right? But okay, he wants to play this because he wants probably to avoid bishop b5. Okay, I'm happy with that.
Developing the knight and increasing influence in the center. Applying pressure to white's pawn chain. This move makes the pawn chain stronger.
Okay, obviously I'm not really saying these things are wrong for beginners, but I will show you practically in the middle game when I made some mistakes because I was maybe too greedy, because my plan was correct, that in my opinion the game review is not highlighting those.
Black develops the knight and attacks the center. This move activates your bishop to strengthen control over the center.
This is yes and no. In reality, I'm baiting black to play this. Because if he play this, I play this, and then I start to demolish him. And since the guy was 1300, I thought he would play it. Instead, he didn't. No? Again.
After all captures, this is an equal trade.
Yeah, he captures, obviously I take back.
back.
And now we have a typical problem that he will be starting to attack d4 with all the possible things, right?
Black develops the knight and attacks the center.
No, this move doesn't really attack the center, it just develops the knight.
Castling protects your king and activates your rook. This allows the knight to control more squares.
And this, honestly, I don't play e4 from a long time. I don't really have an opening repertoire. I don't know what I should do. I played the advance because I remember there was a book by Korchnoi that he raised the advanced French. And honestly, it works also against the Caro-Kann. At the moment, I'm not studying the opening theory, sorry. So I don't know what's right or wrong.
Good job protecting your pawn.
I played this, but I'm not sure is the right move. It's possible that the right move is to take right away. I don't know. And he doesn't tell me, honestly.
Good job bringing your queen out early to build a solid position.
This is interesting because obviously he capitalized on two things, attacking this and attacking this.
You are forcing your opponent to double pawns.
No, here I was trying obviously to relieve the pressure on the center because I didn't know. For example, I thought of this move and then I thought if he takes, I don't know, takes and then I have this, you know that, right? There is this kind of trap. Tack, 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 and the trap is here. Why? Because he didn't play bishop d7. So I get the queen, right? But why I didn't play that? Because I didn't believe he would fall for that trap. So that's why I didn't play this, and then also because if he takes, I honestly don't know well how to defend all of this, so it's possible that this is not the correct move. Again, I don't think you should analyze your games with an engine. First you need to write down all your impressions, all your maneuvers, all your calculation, and then maybe an engine will help you to clarify what's wrong or not.
Takes back.
So I took here, he took back obviously.
This move activates your knight to strengthen control over the center.
And now I play it because this is not protected anymore. So I have one tempo to eventually defend that.
This defends the attack pawn. Your pawn is no longer hanging and is now defended. Moving the bishop gives black more flexibility in the middle game. Not the best move, but not bad either.
So this was played to avoid obviously a possible bishop before, because I didn't want to exchange this at the moment.
The rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense.
At this point we can say that black has finished the development, white still need to connect the rooks, okay?
Yes, this is the way.
Here I came out with this maneuver because I started to develop an idea of attacking this with two different knights and then to bring the queen here to attack. This was the main idea of this game, but unfortunately didn't
This
pan
takes an
out.
open file, a common method for activating a rook. This move is okay, but not what I would have played.
Oh, he didn't play this, he would have played this. Ooh, okay.
This is an equal trade.
Well, not really. For me it's convenient because at this point also black doesn't have a bishop pair anymore.
You take back. This creates space to move in case it is attacked.
Now, this was another possibility that I didn't exploit. I should have maybe played this, and when he played that, go here, and when he attacks this, I take, and then I attack with a queen. That was my idea of attacking, but I don't think I have enough pieces, okay? I don't have enough pieces for the attack, so my attack is not correct. But here I thought to play this.
You found a safer square for your bishop. This is a fair move. You missed an opportunity to increase a bishop's scope by moving it to a better square.
For gamer view, this is the better move. I don't think so. Again, my goal is to bring the queen here and eventually to sacrifice the bishop on h6 and to give check or try to give a checkmate, okay? But I still have
One of the best moves.
to invent how. Rook c7.
Connecting your rooks is a great way to help them work together.
Again, that's not the goal of this move. The goal of this move is to attack the king side. But he's not telling you.
Black's piece has moved to a square with greater activity and control.
This is a very nice idea. Practically, strangely, this our opponent that is just 1300 pick up a plan that is very interesting on the queen side, because he considers that the king side is not gonna be a problem.
You permitted the opponent to eventually win material.
And here I played this. And the computer gamer view says, this is totally wrong as a move. Again, I'm human and I want to play against other humans, okay? I'm not interested in something else. I understand that for the computer I play the wrong moves, but my idea, for which I played this, is that I will sacrifice here, take, and then BAM! And here I have some kind of attack. Again, the difference between me and the computer is that the computer knows that this attack is not gonna work. I don't, because I'm human, and I think it could work. So that's the difference. You need to decide in life at a certain point if you want to follow a computer that in any case you will never be like a computer, or if you want to play like a human. No? Right?
Now white can't stop black from winning a pawn if they make the right moves.
Now the problem to me is not winning the pawn, but I realize that before launching the attack, that when I saw it wouldn't work, I wanted to avoid a mess on this side. So I made a mistake.
You overlooked an opportunity to centralize a knight so it controls more squares.
Yeah, for the engine this was the best move, okay. Here I made a mistake because unfortunately at the end I lose this and black should win in my opinion at that point, okay?
Recaptures.
So, tack, 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 and obviously this.
You captured back. That pawn was free for the taking.
And this is over, practically. At this point, if I was against a stronger opponent, the game would be over. I didn't give up. Okay, and this is another thing that if it was a computer, yes, I would give up. But since it's a human, I played because I hope that he will make a mistake. He's 1300, he must do a mistake at a certain point.
You're putting your king's safety at risk with that push.
So this is...
You'll never be able to move that pawn backwards.
This is what the engine think, but obviously why do I play this? Because here there was a back rank mate, right? So how do I avoid that? I know that this is here, but again, I want to attack. I cannot keep the queen controlling the square, so the best thing is to create a way to get out. Again, the computer has probably seen that it doesn't work, two, maybe all this or this, they go to control this, but again, I'm playing against human, okay?
That was a free pawn.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so, free pawn, right?
You left your bishop vulnerable to being captured.
I mean, come on, this is funny, right? He thinks that really I did because the bishop will be vulnerable. I did that because I want to play this and try to give checkmate in some way. Because that's my name, Mr. Checkmate.
This captures a free bishop. You take back. This offers an equal trade of pieces.
Okay, now, this is the very point of this game. Probably a computer would tell you that you would take. I don't. Why? Because I'm playing a human. If I exchange the queens, the game is definitely over, right? So the only way I have, at this point, I thought to find a perpetual check. So I would have perpetual check and it would become a draw.
Your blockade stops the other player's pawn from moving. This offers to exchange pieces of equal value.
As you can see, it does that again, but I don't want to do it, okay?
Good job, that's what I would have played too. This evades the check from the queen.
Yes and no, yes and no, okay?
You are threatening to tactically win a bishop.
This is the point. Here is a trap, no? Because the king is behind here, there is a possibility to play something here.
This offers an equal trade of pieces.
Now, am I going to exchange it?
That's a pawn.
Yes, but on my terms. And obviously I'm not going to exchange for this, I'm going to exchange for this. Why? Because then I remove all these two. Now why it's important to remove these two? Because once I remove this and I exchange the queens, I have two different pass pawn on the side. And these two pass pawn, two majorities, let's say, one of them must be stopped by the king, the other by the knight, but then I use my king to support one of the two. Probably the one that will be blocked by the knight, and then I win the game. Now, can this be calculated by the computer? I don't think so, because it's too far. It's an idea, no? And this is why I play chess, because it's of ideas. And luckily, at the moment, also if the computers are the best, maybe they are not able to see such a thing.
You want a pawn for free. This steps away from the checking queen. This move doesn't hurt you much, but it doesn't help either.
So, he says that this wasn't a good move, but again, It's strategy. This is real strategy, not the tactics that you make all the time. My only problem is this, honestly. This can go, and I don't know if this can help to give a kind of checkmate. I don't know that, I'm sorry. I'm a human.
This permits the opponent to kick a knight.
I don't know what it means, but okay.
You are threatening to tactically win a pawn.
Here I played it because I need to keep this, and I want to start to push that.
Very precise. You step your king away from the checking queen. The piece finds a new active square.
Here, honestly, I was okay with the draw, if he would give me perpetual, because I didn't know if I would be able to stop this. I didn't know if my idea worked, so I was okay with the draw, but he didn't give up. He tried to push for a win, and he paid the price.
You escaped the check from the queen. Right on target. You dodge the check, moving your king out of harm. This is the strongest option.
I don't know, honestly, why he played this move. I don't have any idea.
That protected passed pawn helps your position.
And this is the idea that I had many moves ago. As you can see, sometimes you need to dream the position. I think Capablanca said it, that in some cases you cannot calculate, you need to dream. Also Silman in his book said you need to dream the position, and that's what I'm dreaming. Two pass pawn that needs to be blocked, and they can't be blocked.
This allows the opponent to set up a blockade. Your piece makes sure the opponent's pawn cannot... This misses a better way to block a check.
And he played this! And at this point, as you can see, this is strategy. I won, in my opinion. Then I don't know, but in my opinion I won because I don't believe this and this can block both of them. That's why, okay?
You trade off equal material. Recaptures.
Now this could be dangerous because it's only 1, 2, 3, 4, and this can be supportive, so I don't know, I'm scared, okay?
The only move, and you found it. Your passed pawn. The passed pawn moves towards its goal. Your opponent has to watch that passed pawn. That's not a mistake, but it's not the best move either.
I think this is the best move, because he's trying to block that. I think it's the best move. Okay, so I was saying that I thought knight d6 was a good move. Why? Because he's trying to block the pawn. The computer thinks that probably this is the best, but I calculated that a little. If he tried to do that, I would block the pawn, so the pawn needs to be supported by that king. But if you support the pawn, then this is gonna move. So that's why I told you, in this case, I think you can beat even a computer, maybe, because you can see something that the computer can't. The computer has a horizon and he gives an evaluation. I have a dream idea, a dream position, right?
Passed pawns must be pushed.
That's true, that's totally true.
Very precise.
And of course, he plays this, so he block it. Okay, you block this, great. How do you block this? Because I'm gonna block that.
Nice, definitely the right move.
Boom! And now you need to decide what you want to do. Why did I play this? Because I want your king to commit to somewhere. Is he gonna to commit to this pass pawn and then this escape? Or is gonna block that and so I'm gonna attack that? And eventually this, you know?
This misses a better way to evade the check from the opposing pawn.
Here he told us another thing. He said that it was better to go here. I don't know, honestly. Here is still within the triangulation, so yes, he's able to block this, but I don't know. It's interesting, right?
This is the only move that works, and you found it. Your passed pawn advances to its goal.
Why? Because now this king cannot stop this. You don't need to calculate, you just need to know the law of the, I think, the square, the law of the square. It's called the law of the square, so...
A solid choice.
And at this point, okay, I admit I should have calculated a little better because I didn't understand that he was going to promote. But this is truly it's what happens online. And this was a game with 15 minutes, 15 minutes for the entire game, plus I think 10 seconds for each move. And so here I played
pawn is one
this.
Step closer to promotion.
Now I will go fast because I tell you it's just...
You stopped your opponent from being able to pass pawn moves towards its goal. Your pawn made it to the promotion square.
Boom! And I have a queen. But the problem is this.
The pawn reaches the back rank and promotes to a queen.
So now my problem is that I still have this. And I need to be able to exchange the queens and push that.
Taking some extra thinking time paid off. You found the only good move. This evades the check from the queen. Yes, this is the way.
Done. Now, I didn't see the next move by my opponent.
This is not the right idea.
He says this is not the right idea, but here I had to think a while because obviously in my naivety I thought he would play this so I could play that and the game was over. But they never play the move you want them to play, right? He played this and here I said, oh my god, I cannot give him a check, I cannot give him a check. Because check here, he escapes. So I check here, I didn't find the move. Then after like half a minute I think of thinking, in some cases you know, the time seems eternity, and then I saw the move, because you see when you are inside the game you are kind of emotionally invested and you don't see the right move. From the outside now I see this immediately.
A very strong play.
He plays this, but it's over. Tack, tack. And now he continued to play because I don't know.
Still on the road to check.
He shows that he is a beginner, and so I thought maybe the guy used a computer. Why? Because he started to play this. This is a typical stuff that a beginner does. At this point you just resign and the game is over. However, I gave him checkmate with 2 queens and a rook. Watch this because this is funny.
You're right up. This is, you continue the checkmate attack.
He does this, now he's going
Very
back
precise.
to my stuff.
You're still on the road to checkmate.
Watch,
Right
because
on target.
it's funny.
Getting closer to the forced checkmate.
Tack.
That was a free pawn. You're continuing to... This is the strongest option.
And now, bam! And I get my queen back.
This steps away from the checking queen.
And now, obviously, you mock him, because that's what you have to do. At a certain point, you have to mock this kind of players.
You continue the checkmate attack.
Boom! So he cannot go to these 2 pawns. And I don't do nothing
Very
else.
precise.
He goes here.
You're still on the road to checkmate. Right on target. You continue... One of the best moves. Getting closer to the forced
Boom.
checkmate.
And I get another queen. But again, I don't want to give him checkmate with a queen. I want,
Steps away from the checking queen.
at this point, to humiliate him, right?
You continue the checkmate attack.
Oops! And you cannot escape. Watch, eh? And now I go with this. I don't know what he did. Here, I went with a rook. Then he went here, and I gave him checkmate. Because at a certain point, honestly, I should have done something more creative. Maybe 3 rooks or something like that. I don't know. It would have maybe been more fun with 3 rooks. But again, some people don't know how to resign, and this 1400, please, doesn't make any sense. In any case, this is a game that I thought I had lost. I totally had lost, because the sacrifice on h6 it wasn't correct. The guy had a pass pawn just a few squares from promotion, he doesn't use it, and luckily I had this idea of the 2 pass pawn, the majority on both sides, king side and queen side, that they were a win. So that was a funny game, where however I can say I didn't learn much from the game review, because all these moves that I played are stupid. So how does the game review actually correct me? Because in order to correct myself, I need to learn more. And in order to learn more, I probably need another human that tells me that is not the right way to think during the game. You need to think about this, this and this. So that's why I wanted to show you this game. Thank you very much for watching and see you next time.